I am surprised I'm able to get all my stuff done and it's just about 10 minutes. Oh, what about taking my time? I mean, I will take it and abuse it as much as possible. Because how else are we going to be able to get the legend that is Chansey? Nope. Starting off weak here. But yeah, I'm just going straight into it, and yes, I am eating because I need my energy. Not good, not for long. I wish I could try and have it so that you literally can't see me closing the ROM. And also... change it to off. And I wish it didn't just go to change day and time to what would immediately be seen on the fucking screen. It really does piss me off. Yes, Chansey Hunt. Somehow, not even a shiny hunt. Now we're going more limited and yet just as painful. Uh, okay, so it's not fucking up the time yet, but at some point it is gonna say like many hours have passed. No, we are not going to be finding a shiny Chansey. And even then, we wouldn't be able to use it. It may be pink, but it's not psychic type. Having to wait for a bit because it's not. There we go, it's not zero. More than 0, 0. Love Disc! Oh, come on! Like, of all of the ones that it could have been, why fucking Love Disc? The Pokemon that is so disappointing. It wouldn't surprise me if it can actually learn Rock Climb. Not that we actually would need a Pokemon, because we wouldn't need to catch another one. We already have Sandshrew. I mean, I could check it, but then that would mean ruin all of this. Actually, on my phone, I could. It wouldn't surprise me if it can, because I'm pretty sure Jigglypuff can learn Strength for some shit. Where, I don't know, I just realized there's one thing I haven't done yet. Shit. Yeah. Bear with, I forgot one thing. Some stuff behind the scenes. Like, I really hope you can't hear what I'm hearing. Oh no, it has fucked it up. Come on. I mean, it's definitely gonna get higher than what it did last time. It was at what, 400 plus hours? Yeah, I genuinely do wonder if we can actually find it within an hour. Considering it took like, well, within half an hour on the previous stream, we didn't even get close. I thought it was it until realization kicked in. I was just being an idiot. Not realizing the swarm part is supposed to be the breaking news part, not anything else. The rest of it is just, oh, you can find certain Pokemon here, which is pointless because Bulbapedia exists. And I'm pretty sure it did when this was out, but in a different form. Yeah, which is 1 in 20, and I've got a Pokemon with worse odds than that. My chance of being 4%. But at least with that, I felt like I was doing something. With this, I'm not. How is that Clampo again? Yes. Yes, I am remembering that. Well, that's on stream, not like stuff outside of it where I generally have had better luck with lower chances. Although if you want really bad luck, just try playing Voltorb Flip normally without cheating, unless it's only a me thing. Where I can't do Voltorb Flip, so I have to cheat. Not that there's any repercussions. I'm still surprised that I haven't found the shiny on stream yet. Relic, okay. That's a Pokemon most people don't talk about. I mean, considering it's essentially a fossil, but somehow isn't, because it's like, I'm pretty sure it's like said to be as old as the fossil Pokemon, or at least potentially even older, yet somehow is not a fossil because it just had no hunters, so it just existed. And yet it's a water and rock type, and yet Chinchou exists, so surely at some point it would have gone extinct. I don't know how it could have survived, because even then you got Ludicolo existing. I mean, not in the same area, but would it really take that much effort for it to be found? Well, I don't think it's entirely said. How they didn't. Unless it is somewhere in one of the Pokédex rounds or just within the games. But then does that fully explain as to how most of, actually no, all of the fossils were part rock before Gen 8? Like, yes, I feel like they could have done that for like the first form, but I feel like the second form could have at least been not part rock. Instead, all of them are. Well, I guess apart from Rampardos, which is just pure rock. All the others are part rock. If I can say part without saying poor, I don't know. Alright, well, there's a Swablu again. Well, I don't know if that part is stated or not, if they were rock type beforehand. Because if they were, then fine, but I don't know if it is actually directly stated or not. If it is directly stated, then I'm not surprised, but if it is not, then how would you know? Because at this rate, the furthest we're ever going to go back is in Legends. We're not going to go all the way back in time. You know, before Pokeballs even existed. It's time to go back in time. Well, what do you mean set your clock to 0 AD? No, I'm pretty sure we're gonna go further than that. Okay, it's not just... I genuinely don't know how people are able to do shiny hunting streams, especially if it involves this at any point. I mean, well, not all of them would be, because, you know, we also have Renacamp that exists, that essentially is a living fossil. Oh. Oh yeah, if it's a first encounter shiny, I will be amazed. And it is the reason as well. I have the Master Ball, in case it actually is. So at least I have that, just in case it genuinely is. Because I'm still shocked I don't have not found a shiny at all. Apart from the red Gaunos, but does that even count? Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, the gap between starting and ending a shiny hunt, one of the most painful things in existence, and I would know. Because I have said before, I have done them before. Yeah, so many. But then if it's like in Gen 5, then at least you don't have to go into your bag every single time to just redo the same thing over and over. Because when I'm thinking Gen 5, was it Black and White or Black to White 2 that introduced the system so that it would ask you if you wanted to use another? I know one of the two introduced that. Oh, I forgot the fucking term for it. I know what I'm trying to think. Our quality of life feature. Yeah, one of the two introduced it. I'm trying to figure out when I did. 'Cause I don't think I initially did when I found my first. Okay, now that you mentioned that, you remind me of a Reddit post that someone, like... I don't know if they were being serious or not, just put an image, like, showing they had a shiny Mudkip in Gen 3, and someone said it was a bug and you have to reset over it, and then they did. I do not know if one was being serious about not knowing what it was or not, because it's Reddit, how can you tell? Oh god, no, I don't want to change the day itself. That'll be pointless because you were on 4th of November. If anything, this is actually very much like Back to the Future. Because, you know, we went to the future beforehand. And now we are literally going back to that timeline of the future. Okay, it's not here just yet. Well, I think well, it can at least a few more, like... Ah, Cricketune and Wurmple. I once encountered a shiny Wurmple, and my Pokemon decided to crit it for some reason. Like, the next hit would not have killed it off, and yet the crit did. And it wasn't even a move that increased crit chance, because why would I use that? How is it Swablu again? What the fuck? How is it we can get multiples? Wait, what was the wrong gender? I'm pretty glad, you know, I'm 100% sure Wurmple's evolution is not dependent on gender. It is dependent on individual numbers that you cannot see in game. So it is essentially random which one it evolves into. I genuinely don't know how people thought it was based on like a gender or like gender thing. When they would just be able to easily test. Fine, oh, you can get male and female fucking dust dogs. Or butterflies. And yes, it may have been sad, but the part of the wrong gender is like, how did that become a worldwide phenomenon for Pokemon? Such a big misconception that luckily isn't a thing anymore. Okay, it's been almost 20 minutes recording wise, and we still have nothing! The fuck is this shit? Thank you, Joe, for that. Surprised you saw it. I didn't even say to you that I was streaming. I'm guessing you're one of the roughly 75% that have the notification on. Because yes, I do have that statistics behind the scenes. Someone on Twitch is like saying, oh, I can't say that. I'm pretty sure it says you got Prime Gaming, as in, you know, you paid for Amazon Prime. At least that's what it says, Prime Gaming, if I hover over it. I didn't add that in. Oh my god, is that a week or is it full on 2 weeks? Cricket! Oh. It's gonna reach an hour and we won't even fucking find it. It's just fucking ridiculous. And it's literally all just for one item, because trying to find it normally with 1% chance is not worth it when you can attempt to find it at 40%. Oh, I don't know, Joe. I genuinely do not know. But then again, it's Arsenal. They will find ways to beat top teams and then just not do much against lower teams. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Arsenal put out a strong squad against Southampton, at least when I checked. And yet they only managed a draw. Oh, it's Ditto again. Okay. But I'm pretty sure it still means that Arsenal are top of the league, unless somehow Man City got on top. Well, I know Man City are playing Dortmund Champions League. Pretty sure Champions League right now. Well, at least it's Arsenal's first draw of the season. It was bound to happen. I don't want Leicester to get relegated, honestly. Okay, no, Arsenal are still up because I'm guessing. No, it says that they won. So okay. Oh wait, no, it's because of an earlier game. Okay, you're not in relegation zone. You're just above it. Plus, I don't want Leeds or Forest to go down either, or even Wolves. Because Wolves won their previous seasons, gone like 7th. Well, Leeds. One of my family members supports Leeds. Forest, a few of my old friends support Forest. The only ones I would even consider wanting to go down aren't even like in the bottom half. Well, I mean, one is Aston Villa, and then Brentford and Everton would just be funny. Okay, I'm glad you literally cannot hear what is going on behind me, i.e. my housemates being quite loud. It's a good thing I set this headset mic to not pick any of that up. What do you mean, my game not working? What, you mean me closing it over and over because I have to reset it over and over because I'm in search of one Pokemon and it's random chance. I'm pretty much setting it so that my PC is going to 2359 every so often. Just so the swarm can reset, because it's literally the only way to do it without it fucking up. Because if you change the day, then it will catch it and then just stop it. Yet if you change the time for it to go over to the next day without your control, somehow that's allowed. Like, I know what they were trying to do to make it so that you wouldn't just skip to certain days, but then they completely forgot that you could just change the time so that it would just go over to the next day pretty much instantly. Cricketer, okay. I feel like at some point I should have just made like a list of like how many Pokemon appear twice, or even just more than that, to point out how percentages are at some point bullshit. I mean, yeah, duplicates, but also I'm pretty sure I've only seen Wishcash once. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure Cricketon's been seen a few times. Love this once. Poochyana's like once or twice. It's like, how? How is it with Pokemon that percentages are fucked up? At least it feels like it. Like, okay, in the games it's not absolutely directly stated. But still. Oh, that Burnt Sableye seems new. Not that I can use it. Because it's a combination of two of the types my type is weak against. So weird of as to how Chansey? I one of the Gen 1 Pokemon that got on Evolution Gen 2 and they haven't done anything with, like they didn't give Blissing like a Mega or any forms. But I'm guessing they didn't need to, because just did well in competitive. I'm pretty sure it's not the one with the ball, the one with a fucking egg. Well, the one with an egg and not one that actually eats an egg. Or, well, I guess a collection of eggs that look like seeds that look like eggs. Every time I see the part where it's like a bunch of, and then any time it's obviously not Chansey, it's got Gotcha. Because now it's been almost collectively an hour, because I'm combining the time that I did this in my Saturday stream. And that was only an extra, because I knew how painful it would be. And I didn't even know this method existed, because I thought it was a case of you had to physically wait a day. No. Yeah, because why would I know that you could just do this? Yes, I am playing on an emulator. Because even though I have the official hardware to actually play it, I don't have any way of recording it. Because the DS recording devices are fucking expensive and rare, and I am not wanting to risk it. Seriously. And I don't even know if Elgato would even work with DS, because that's usually for consoles, not handhelds. Although then again, I have not checked, because I've had no reason to check. It's just that using OBS and an emulator is the easiest way to get footage for it. So for the one purist, this is gonna offend them, but I don't care. Because have you seen how expensive the games are? Okay, I've not seen it on TikTok because I still don't have it. Yeah. I mean, it may have that, Well, it's not the first of its kind because they did exist on the GBA like 300 plus games in one. I never had them. I know at least one of my friends did. I do not know if he even still has it. So, as long as this one is actually official, unlike the Soldier Boy console, where that literally was just another company's product, like a Chinese company's product, selling it on his own, and I'm pretty sure he got found out quite quickly. And yes, this information is literally just from John Tron. On this game, I'm pretty sure if you set something up, you actually can. I saw Yanma, that's the first time I've seen Yanma be here, but if you set it up correctly, I'm pretty sure you actually can set up trades with emulators. Not that I've done it, but it definitely would seem possible. Oh god. Well, so at least I can say I am not one of those people that's only played the Pokemon games on emulators like some people genuinely have. I mean, I think it would have to be that, but then also possibly same version of the emulator, because obviously I don't know if like the first version of an emulator versus the newest version, if they would connect at all. Not that I've tried it, it's just that I know it's possible, but I don't know any technicalities. But also what I am doing right now, Nintendo likely does not like. But I also don't like the fact that you can't play any of the Pokemon games apart from the ones that are already released on Switch on the Switch, because they literally can't be bothered to fucking port them. Even though they ported Gen 1 and 2 to the 3DS, Gen 3 was left behind because, oh, they have auras, and then Gen 4 left behind because they were saving it for later. Pretty sure not enough no-game Pokemon games. Finally fucking got it! And just to absolutely confirm it, round fucking 13. Fucking glorious day. Only 6. Fucking wish it was only 6. Took me over half an hour, so about an hour and a half. Oh, you motherfucker. I was hoping it was gonna be... Wait, that's what one sprite looked like? I was expecting it to be larger. Oval Stone! Oh, you fucking ass. You're not even worth the experience. So we didn't get the item we wanted. Because that is one problem with Chansey. One of the few. Well, actually not one of the few. One of the possibly many. An Oval Stone. This, I'm pretty sure, is used to evolve Happiny into Chansey, a possibly unnecessary baby Pokemon. And I swear the Oval Stone has like a 50% chance rate as well. of appearing at least. I'm pretty sure it does. I mean, it is, because it's going to be smiling in your face whilst you do pretty much no damage to it if you try to ruin space or time. Because of it being a special wall. Also notice how it's 100% female. And I wasn't wrong about it being especially defensive where I'm using FIFA like level 57. Well, that one wasn't even holding an item at all. I know Thief is weak, but any other Pokemon at that level would go down. Nope, that's another Oval Stone. Okay, we got a fun game here. First it was trying to even get the Chansey to spawn. Now it's see how many times I'm screwed over because I get a fucking Oval Stone instead. All of this just to make grinding easier. Yes, 5%. Round 1 took forever to even finish, and now round 2 is just gonna be near enough exactly the same. And the problem with Oval Stones is that they're like $100 Poké to sell, so they're not even worth much. Yeah. Grinding for bed, one of the most painful things ever. My original Crystal run was already bad enough, considering how much of it was grinding for bed. This is going to be worse. Like, the lucky egg may help, but that doesn't make it quick. Just quick, Okay, there's 40%. Why does it seem like it's wearing off a bit? I swear at one point I encountered twice in a row. I'm surprised it doesn't do a different sound for when the swarm Pokemon appears. Because they've done that for different encounters, like... Okay, Black and White did it where a special Pokemon appeared, it would actually tell you it is. This... I'm pretty sure it only does it for the roaming Legendaries and that's it. And considering there's only 2 of them... 20%. Got quite a few earlier. Oh, there's another one. Wait, hang on, got that. Because there could genuinely be that one time where the Chansey has a lucky egg on it, but because I forget to take the item off of Magician, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, we're thinking of the same thing at the same time. Because at times I have genuinely had that happen. Completely forgetting I have a held item on the Pokemon I'm using Thief with. And it just fucks me over. Because obviously for balance reasons, one Pokemon can't hold more than one item. But it's just weird, and it's like, I'm gonna use Thief, but I'm also not gonna take your item. Because I already have my own and I can't do swapsies. Well, I think mainly because I don't have Trick. And I can't even remember if Trick was a thing at this point. Because it definitely was not a thing in Gen 1. I mean, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know, because I can learn it. I just don't know what generation it was introduced in. Definitely doesn't feel like it was a Gen 6 thing. Feels earlier than that. I mean, you can say that, but also, how many grinds have been done throughout? And no shiny at all? I mean, I would know, because visibly on screen and also the sound. Yes, but I don't get lucky in the sense of a shiny. I get lucky in the sense of no luck happening to me, except for when it's unnecessary. That likely made no fucking sense. Oh yeah, motherfucker. Actually no, it's in the case of I get lucky, but then I get too lucky, and then the next thing that happens right afterwards takes away any of the luck I previously got. It's the best I ever explain it. Oh, come on. Still fun to me that it's saying that the stream's gone on for 581 hours. But I've only been live for just under 54 minutes. Only in a Pokemon stream would you ever see that. Gone on for that long. Because I'm pretty sure Twitch would have had to do something if you were just constantly streaming for that long and somehow were still alive. With no sleep. Unless they absolutely do know it's one of those channels that just streams TV shows. Because I know some do that. What, you mean the ones where people get to watch other people sleep? It wouldn't surprise me if that was a thing somewhere, honestly. Okay. Yeah, 837, not... And no fucking iron. It's just exciting for sleep stream. Again, so many categories on Pokemon. Oh no, on Twitch that aren't related to do with gaming that will question me. Nah, I would just give up. Well, that's me out of thief PowerPoints, so... Because I don't care what the timer says, I'm just gonna... go back to the Pokemon Center. Luckily one is right nearby. Or imagine doing it with a 4% encounter rate in the Safari Zone. Which I did, and I got the lucky egg first time I caught a Chansey, because I explained this last time. And that was when I really was a lucky piece of shit. Because the lucky is already bad enough with 1 in 20. And then Chansey was 4% because of where I was. So I don't know the maths on that, despite many things saying I really should know. Okay, I likely could have just gone from familiar and I'd be fine. I mean, you say that, but what if it's one of the absolutely terrible shinies? You know. Like, oh, I'm trying to think of... Oh yeah, Shiny Nidoqueen. What it... Well, I mean, I don't think you can actually encounter Shiny Nidoqueen. Yes, maybe a shiny, but... if it's the terrible one, you would regret having it. Okay, now chances are just being funny and not having any items at all. And even though shiny may be shiny, I'm still going to not like certain shinies because of how they either don't change much from the original, or just look terrible regardless. Like Shiny Nidoqueen that they didn't choose but they have not fixed. But then there's also Shiny Glaring Reason, which they made themselves and they made it look terrible. Another one, which is a weird personal opinion of mine, is Shiny Hydreigon. I am not the greatest fan of the green and purple they used. Honestly. Then again, I don't know any shiny that would work great with it. Yes, until you get to like Gen 7, where it's not even a sparkle, it's literally just a large star when it appears, which looks terrible. Because all the others like had sparkles going around it. Gen 7 wanted to be different. And just different. Because you could say it's unique. Uniquely shit. Wait, is this one of the 1% ones? Because it's 25 and I swear on the site it said like could only be level 23. I'm actually gonna have to fucking check that. Like, either I'm thinking of stuff that isn't even there. Well, I know it says 40%. But I'm pretty sure on the site it says for swarms, Chansey at level 23. And only that level, it doesn't mention 25 at all. Like, unless I'm insane or some shit. Check in. Wikipedia on my phone, which is a thing you really shouldn't do because of how terribly optimized it is. I mean, ads are a big factor into it. Yeah, in this area, Chansey a level 25 or 1%. But also on mass outbreak, I'm pretty sure it says 23. I am pretty sure I am correct about this. Okay, fucking load up. Yep, I am absolutely correct. I was right in saying that this mass outbreak chance is level 23. And the 1% that is normally here is 25. So I wasn't completely insane. But yes, that one cannery. And no lucky egg because this game is funny. Interesting fact about chancing. It is really good to actually use on your team in Gen 1. Because the special split, original special split, didn't happen. So it was just specials 1 stat. So yes, it did become a special wall. But in Gen 1, it also had good special attack, meaning Chansey could very much solo Gen 1 with little problem. Does it get stab at all? No. But if you have badge boost, plus high special, you do not need stab at all. Yeah, it is. But if you ever somehow got the chance to get it, then your reward is amazing. I mean, arguably, you could say it's like the only normal type apart from Snorlax to stand up against Alakazam or even any other special, well, any psychic type. Because, yeah, almost every psychic type in Gen 1 was pretty much amazing. I mean, why else did they get nerfed? The harshest that any type has ever been nerfed. Nothing. And also what makes it worse for being difficult to catch, especially in Gen 1, is that it's amongst the few that you can't attempt to get anywhere else. Because, okay, the big bugs are rare to get in a Safari Zone, but you can just buy them from the game corner. Okay, yes, Taurus is in the same boat as Chansey. And that's another fucking Oval Stone. So yeah, those two, but then the bugs that arguably aren't worth using in Gen 1. Ice those you could just buy to get. And then, oh, Dragonair, pretty sure you can just get a Dratini from the King Kong as well. But also, I still don't know why whenever Pokemon does like a certain thing with a feature or mechanic, and they do it for like one game and then just never again. So like it's exclusive to this game in this region and that's it. You know, like the Survivor Zone in this game being completely different and they never did that type of thing again. Enough to pretty much remove it in Gen 5. Have it in Gen 6 as a friend safari. And then I'm pretty sure it's not even in any games after that. I mean, I'm guessing because they knew it was likely not worth it, but they could have still tweaked it, not made it so that you were stuck with a Great Ball and no way of lowering the Pokemon's health, and also pretty much all the time Pokemon that had a high chance to escape will escape. Trying to do a balancing act doesn't work. They could have had it started like that and made it slowly build it up so that you could use better Pokeballs and also use your own Pokemon. But no, they didn't do that. They saw the general consensus, oh, it's bad and we're not gonna do anything to improve it. Despite how many opportunities they could have had. Kind of been like Pokemon walking behind you, where they made it for this game and then didn't consider doing it afterwards, unless you count Gen 7, where walking animations exist in the files.
Oh no!
Holy shit. Jeffred, I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah, Jeffred, thank you for the follow. And now I've actually hit my follower goal if it remains, even though it still says 68. Oh no, now it's on to 69. Now I've hit the follower goal, which means the next stream is going to be a facecam stream. I am not even going to try setting it up tonight because it would take way too long. And oh wait, why did I cycle all the way here? Completely forgetting I should just fucking fly. I don't think on the stream itself it actually said like goal reached, like, because it seems like it's only a me thing. Yeah. I keep on forgetting some things and I don't know as to why. Oh wait, I know, because I'm focusing so much on the lucky egg. But this way, anything else is irrelevant. Also, because of where I am, I really should just consider getting specific items for my 5 teammates. Because, well, it would just make the fight a lot easier, but then it's like, which ones? Because I can't just give all of them the fucking twisted spoon. Look, I'm not saying you have to. Because if you're busy that night, then I completely understand. It's just that it will likely be, if I can actually set it up properly, and it will likely be me setting it up entirely by myself whenever I can find the time. Actually, it will just be me setting it up all of Saturday. Like, can I actually still Yeah, I can still fucking teleport, so what the fuck is the point? Me riding back. None. And no, I do not know who Jeffred is. I've got no clue about it. That was a crit, and it still didn't drop an item. I don't know. Percentages in Pokemon, like I said earlier, are weird. Sometimes you will get it enough dead on, other times way before, other times way afterwards. Okay, the Pokemon just don't even have items now. Oh wait, fucking no. No one knows the why, because we predicted it would fucking happen, and now there's a genuine chance a lucky egg could have spawned in, but because I had an oval stone on, we will never know. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it didn't drop an item this time, so that was 2 chances that I fucking wasted the thieves on. Ugh. It was bound to happen. Oh yeah, there's no guaranteed way of knowing if they did or did not. But the problem is that my headcanon is that both of them did. Because this game is funny. Oh. That's another one. Pretty sure Chansey Shiny isn't that bad despite being a green shiny. Somehow the most commonly hated color for shinies. Like, I don't think it's that bad in comparison to many other fucking shiny colors. When you say sick, what way? As in it looks cool or looks ill? Ah. I have to actually look at it again. Okay. Like, I know shiny Charizard may be popular and all, but when I'm trying to search up shiny Chansey letter by letter, it genuinely just decides, yeah, you're thinking of Charizard first. Okay, so I'm seeing it. It's not that bad, but I would argue its Gen 3 sprite, when the green was brighter, does look better. I'm not going to say much about the Gen 2 sprite because that's too green and it looks like it has an illness. When they cut the saturation on it, yeah, it doesn't look great, but when they had it as green, proper green, like the sprite of it, which is obviously in this game, looks great, and then when it was Gen 6 onwards, they just killed it off. Where is it? Well, I know they obviously would have to use different types of pink. Oh wait, no, it's literally the fucking same. Wait, is it literally just the fucking same and its only chance is different? Hang on a minute. Seriously? And what's the fucking sprite for that? Oh, fuck. Although, I will put it this way. The shiny sprite in Gen 2 for Blissey does look good because it is literally hot pink. It's like, seriously, if you do look at Blissey's shiny Gen 2 sprite, like, it's hot pink. And no, that's not me calling it hard, that is literally what the color would be called. Oh, come off it, you ass. Yeah, and also Chancery of Violet. In most cases, that is actually the better consensus in competitive. Because Chancery with a Violet is bulkier than Blissey, because, you know, that extra bulk to defense and special defense is higher than what Blissey gets to, despite Blissey having more HP. But then Blissey has like 70 base attack or something. But for Blissey it's pointless because it's designed to be a wall. But I'm guessing they didn't want it to have too high like base defense and special defense, because then it would be flat out broken for a Pokemon that isn't even supposed to be a legendary. Okay, why do these Chanseys not have any items anymore? What the fuck happened? Well, at first it was... I forgot I had the fucking Oval Stone on. And now it's... I can't even get an item at all. I don't know which one is worse. I guess that one is worse because it's but slightly worse seeing an item was taken and it's not the one I need. Not fun. Also, like I said, did say earlier, I do need to consider getting items for the other mons. Like, to at least make it so that after the looking, they'll at least have a held item of some sort to make it slightly easier. Because I guess for Alakazam's gonna have to be black belt if I can find that. Because I'm pretty sure I will just have to keep Thief on if I can't find the item in the overworld. Not for 9 PM, just weird to think about that. And still no lucky egg. I was too much of an optimist thinking it wouldn't take that long to find a lucky egg after getting the right mass outbreak to happen. But clearly, you know, I was fucking wrong to be an optimist. When I'm gonna see Storm Wild Chansey's Oval Stone over and over again. And also thanks to the fact that it can survive a move from a Pokemon that is like 30 plus levels higher than it. Wouldn't surprise me if we only find it when it reaches 50 encounters. Interesting that when you use that move, there's no confirmation if you want to use it. As soon as you click on it, it happens. And yet if you use fly in the map, it asks it if you want to go here. That's odd. Why is it selective for asking if you really want to go here? I'm pretty sure it's selective. I'll have to... Did I not heal? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I guess then that's another thing that was just bound to happen. Where I go back and then not even fucking heal. Also, to set the webcam or face cam up, I am going to have to use some of the multiple USB slots I have. Well, at least the devices you use to get more USB ports in. I'm going to have to figure out the best way to do it. Which likely, well, I might as well, well, like I said, just do it on Saturday. Don't want to fucking go here. Actually, let's change this up a bit. I had them on, had them there the entire time and just didn't do anything with them. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm not going to get the same. No way, I am. Dun, 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 dun. And now we'll be back in this patch of fucking grass. Would have been interesting if for GB Sounds they also had the options for Game Boy Fight Pokemon cries. But would that be too much? Potentially so. Because that would be roughly 500 Pokemon you have to do for, including mons that weren't even in game. Well, Gold, Silver, Crystal. Oh, you motherfucker. How many Opal Stones do we have now? 14! And it's literally only used for one Pokemon to evolve and that's it. Why the fuck did they make it? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, no matter how much I'm gonna see Quagsire smiling face. Not mean I'm going to smile back. Oh, and now I know as to why. Now I know as to why so a ninja Fred decided to follow me. Yep, because Reddit. I don't know how many I mean, I would have to actually attempt to try. Because if anything, we're getting the item that looks like an egg, but isn't an actual egg. And because of how the situation is, at this rate, the stream is not going to end until we find that fucking lucky egg. Which may drive me insane, because it could easily reach fucking midnight. Nope, you've got fucking nothing, you useless sack of shit. This was before the days of you just getting a lucky egg from some random person. I think Nintendo knew, well, I guess Game Freak knew what they were doing when they introduced a lucky egg and gave it to a Pokemon that is rare. Just to add insult to injury, it's already hard to get. Now try and get this item that is hard to get as well. Because yes, no longer in Safari Zone, but most of the time is 1% or 5%. And also make it so that we're going to assign a common item to it that is literally only used to evolve its pre-evolution into it. I wouldn't be one to say, oh, just go onto Tinder, it's easy. Or no, for someone like me, yeah, it's fucking not. Because all I get is match bots, which literally all they do there is just match with anyone to possibly boost the other person's self-esteem, but then it's annoying when you message them and they don't say anything. Or the ones that match and then within a day don't say anything to you, but then unmatch you, even though they match with you first. But at least in Tinder I can get more matches than Bumble, where it's like, that's very occasionally one, and then you have to wait 24 hours for the girl to say anything, but most of the time they just say hey. And then just nothing else. It's awful. It definitely does feel like Tinder is specifically made for like one night stands and that's it. Despite them saying, like, there being cases where people have gotten married because of it, it really does feel like one of those things where if you just set it up for one night stands, you're more likely to have a shot. I don't want that. I mean, maybe I would if I've completely given up all hope and just like, yeah, fuck it. But as of right now, I'd rather not have that, but Tinder is not built for it. Despite having options to set it so that you're looking for a relationship, in most cases, it's not. Oh, fuck you, come on. How is I can get the crit more easily here than with all of the other moves I have used? Oh, you also have Match.com, which I haven't even fully set up, but apparently they rejected one of my pieces of content. I don't know which one it was, but I don't know why I'm being lazy about it. And I guess if I'm gonna complain about Tinder again, somehow, even if you set like the max radius for other girls to match with, there will be times when you match with someone that is in fucking Thailand or like 6,000 miles away. How the fuck does that work? How does 30 miles equal 6,000? I don't know. Also, have we got 20 oval stones? Yeah, I think we do. No, it just fucking feels like it. Okay, one more few fuses to go before we go teleporting back. Been like... oh. Really? Does it not? Is it just a case of the ones that you find? But it depends on what they set it to. But I'm pretty sure it shouldn't work like that, because I'm pretty sure the max is like 100 miles. So how am I getting matched with someone that is like 6,000 miles away? Like, I'm pretty sure it is an actual... Oh wait, why am I... Ah. The thing that I will never fucking pay for. If anyone actually pays for Tinder Gold, then they're even worse than me. Like, I may not be able to get, like, good matches, or at least ones where the girls will decide to talk. But I am not paying for fucking Tinder Gold. That subscription service can fuck off. Like, I know as to why they fucking made it, because the app is normally free and it's a way to make money, but clearly that they are just fucking like making the money off of... Well, they're making the money out of the really desperate law that think Tinder Gold is the only way for me to actually get with someone. It's like, I may be on the side of desperation and have a FOMO situation, but I am not so long that I think Tinder Gold is the only thing I can consider to even have a chance. Because, yes, it is fucking pointless. But they know that some people will be so desperate that they feel like they need it. Which means I will likely spend a fucking hour just pressing yes, well, swiping right on all the girls that come up. Because, you know, unlimited likes and that, and I'm pretty sure I healed. Yes, I did. Okay, good. You would think, with how many women there are, but if anything, then I'm feeling like the girls similar to me, actually not completely similar, but ones with potentially similar interests are not near me. Wouldn't surprise me if, like, I have to go to fucking America. Yeah, what? Yeah, the ones that say that I'm just looking for, like, you know, the one night stands and that, not thinking. I feel like I need to be the one thinking, because I feel like that's my case. Well, at least I'm openly saying that I am, and it's currently unsuccessful. At least I am being honest about it. Because I've had Tinder and used it on and off for like 3 years and nothing. But intentionally because I'm just a piece of shit. Unless that's what Tinder wants you to feel. And it's just all a trap to eventually make you get Tinder gold. I'm being serious when I say none. And even when I think I'm potentially close, like one of the closest ones I got, arguably, was when I was talking to some girl, on Snapchat, and at some point she just unfriended me for no reason. Like, I'm pretty sure I still have her name saved. Yeah, it's just weird that she just out of the blue decided no. Like, there was no build up to it, it just randomly happened. And yet she still follows me on Instagram, because I think she forgot. But I also do know that her Bumble account is gone, so there's that. Because it literally just says deleted account. But also, yeah, that is one thing have had. Where literally girls at times will just put in their profile, yeah, I barely use this, just message me on in like Instagram or Snapchat. Now why the fuck do you have this if you say you're gonna barely fucking use it? If you're barely gonna fucking use it, don't fucking have it. Because at least a few times, it's just like, yeah, just go to this other media site, because of course, despite already having this one, and there already is a messaging system in it. Okay, I know you can't see it, but I know all the time I keep on thinking that it can be seen. Which one at times I will just make random hand gestures, which no doubt would be very visible when the face cam comes on. But it also means I'm gonna have to turn my light on, because as of right now, apart from my PC, yeah, there's literally no lights at all. Oh, come on. Come on, what is the number up to now for 8 encounters? And also 20 oval stones. Because this is getting ridiculous. 5% me ass. I mean, I know, but by this point my eyes are just used to it. Actually, if I turn the other light, might literally only light, because, well, my room literally just has one overhead light, and it is so low that if I stand up, I can actually hit it with my head. Well, I guess not say hit, more like I can just normally stand up, and it's nearly at the same low point where top of my head is, which cannot be seen, so talking about it seems pointless. Yeah, literally. Oh wait, no, I'm literally just below it if I stand up, which is interesting. But also interesting, this is a Kanto route, and yet most of the Pokemon here are not even from Kanto. I mean, yes, 3 years since Red, Blue, and Yellow, but still interesting. Still waiting on that shiny Chansey beforehand, before the fucking lucky egg. But like I said earlier, we have the Master Ball in genuine case a shiny appears. And who knows? We could have a shiny Chansey and the lucky egg. You never know. We could somehow get that really small chance. Shiny plus lucky egg. But as if that's gonna fucking happen. Yeah, so what would the math on that be? Because it's 1 out of 8,192, because I'm pretty sure math ranks don't have increased shiny odds, and this is before Gen 6, so yeah, it is 1 out of 8,192. Looking is already 1 in 20. It's madness. Pretty sure that at that rate, it might as well be like more uncommon than Pokerus, which I have encountered at least a few times. But I swear that was like 1 out of 11,000 or something. What is it? Well, I know it's less common than a shiny. I know that. What? Really? 1 in 27,308,000. Oh. Wait, that low for 0.6%, no, 25. Shiny Chansey that is also holding a lucky egg. That. Fuck. And yeah, that's 66 for good fucking measure. Unlikely someone somewhere has gotten that. Because I like to think every possibility in Pokemon has happened. Yes, let's do that if we actually do get that scenario. Because at that point, I'm pretty sure winning the lottery is less likely than that. Jesus Christ. And that's likely not even the most uncommon thing in Pokemon. Because I'm pretty sure the most uncommon thing is 2 identical shiny Spinder. Because it's already rare enough for 2 identical regular Spinder. Well, yeah, 1 in 7 million. Yeah, that's less common or more common than those multipliers. Or a chance to hit level 25 here when it's not even a swarm shiny plus, you know. 3 times. Oh my god. Yes. in the scenario of all of like rare chancey, shiny, and holding lucky. Meanwhile, just win the lottery 3 times in a row, and then you'd pretty much be set for life. Because last time I checked, no person has ever won the jackpot for lottery like 3 times in a row. And when we're saying jackpot, we mean like millions. Like, there's no way one person has won it that many times. If they did, they'd be like the luckiest motherfucker on the planet. Oh, come on! Can we not just send all of these overstones to a fucking museum? All 23 of them? Surely we get at least more money back. Well, actually, 24 now. Because let me just show you how much they actually fucking are, despite being used as an evolution stone. But at least you can sell them on like moonstones, which for some reason you cannot sell moonstones. I do not know the reason behind that. You can sell none of every other evolution stone apart from moonstones. Like, what is the reasoning behind that? Wait, really? I didn't realize they were 1,050. You can just get 25k like that, but if you see, we are in no need of the money. We have 354,000. So this may be great if, you know, if it was right at the start of the game. It would be really weird. 354,000. Wait, did I even... Pretty sure I fucking healed. Yeah, dude. Okay, I'll get back to the area, and then I will have to do one search to find where the black belt is, just so when we are facing red, I at least can have an extra boost to the focus blast if it ever hits that, or just wonder where the accuracy increasing item is, unless it's in the fucking battle frontier. Because, yes, making it so that worthwhile rewards exist there, but make it so that, oh, essential teams are locked to it? Fun. Very fun. Okay, now I'm actually gonna do the fucking check. And where does it say it is in Gen 4? Okay, acquisition. Lake of Rage on a Wednesday? Oh, okay. That is interesting. And it's only on Lake of Rage on a Wednesday. Great! Yeah, that would be funny. But it's not like Sanctuary is even gonna participate, because it's not like an EXP share. So there is that. So, yeah, actually now I remember a lot of the type boosting items in Johto are like in certain locations, certain days of the week. Because I know the one for boosting normal type moves is in the first Johto route on like a Saturday. But I genuinely couldn't tell you if you can actually change the clocks for those without affecting anything. Because obviously the swarms are affected by the time because it will acknowledge it, but I don't know about the items. Nope. Nothing, despite me fucking staring at the goddamn thing. At least I have 4 stores. Wait, not 4 stores, 4 heals. But yeah, this is very much gonna be the longest running series I've had on the VODS channel. Because it's gonna be over 16 parts. Which wasn't my expectation going into this. Oh my Jesus Christ. I swear in other games I've been able to get, like, I swear even in Platinum. Oh. I have not on stream. Definitely not. In my own time, I think I got quite far with a dark steel type run where half the team was dark type, half of it was steel. I think I got as far as grinding for the 8th gym and then stopped because I had other stuff to deal with. But otherwise, I don't think I've done one that is not like a casual run. Wait, did I even take the I am off? I wouldn't. Wait, did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, because most of the ones that I've done are as casual as you can get. Yeah, this definitely feels like the first time I've done like a specific condition to the run. All of my others aren't in as standard as they can be, apart from the one I just mentioned that is not even finished. And then this one won't be finished because it's on a fake version of Soul Silver. And you know it's fake because every time you enter the game corner, the game just essentially soft locks itself. But everything else about it works. But at least, you know, my main reason for it is understandable in that I just end up preferring to do certain runs in like Banner, which I know more, and Emerald, which I just know a lot more, and Iris, I think Green, I know a lot more. Like, I may say like HeartGold or something are great, but out of like the games I play the most often for certain runs, they're the ones I know the least about because of just how much shit is in it. Come on, you large motherfucker. Oh, yeah, come on. This is getting tiresome, Chances. Just stop it. Stop hiding your eggs. Just because it's not Easter does not mean you think hiding your eggs is a good idea. It's about 9:30. And I wasn't lying when I said this stream is not ending until we get a fucking lucky egg. And this way it's gonna go full on past midnight where I am. I will fucking have nothing left. Have I not even encountered a shiny of any of the other mons at all? Come on! Got to happen at least at some point. Now, well, I know like the technique to do that would be remove all of the audio, put it, yeah. Although, what speed to put it at? Would it be like on mute at 2 times speed, and then put some copyright-free music behind it? Because it's definitely possible. And also not like do any cuts at all, just so it's entirely smooth. Yeah, actually do set it at 2 times speed. Because then if someone wants to go through absolutely every bit of it, for some reason they could just put in like at like 0.25 or whatever the lowest is to have it roughly match up with time. Oh my Jesus Christ. Yeah, so what speed can we even do it at? That would still, like, have it be fast, but then not have it be so fast that you can't even tell what the fuck is going on. Eight times speed, holy fuck. Well, we will have to see how long it is until it happens. And then later on I would have to see how long the chunk of it took. Like, because would we do it so that we're also counting the starting bit of just trying to get the Chansey Swarm to happen? Or just a bit of trying to get the lucky egg? Unless we count them as 2 separate things. Okay, good, because then it would literally just, that would be the whole stream. Although, what copyright-free music to put behind it, that would be interesting. Specifically copyright-free music, which I will just find some of the things in the YouTube audio library. Because I have saved a few. I mean, yeah, but I'm counting, like, the extra bit on the other stream that is unlisted on my channel, which I need to put a link to at some point. Because that was... I swear that was roughly an hour. Actually, I can't remember. Now I'm gonna have to fucking check. Hold on 1 minute. Yeah, the thing's about 56 minutes. So adding that to about half an hour, roughly an hour and a half it took. I was to really edit this part, like if I just had an entire day to editing, no doubt I would like include like a lot of speed up, and then at random points it would just be like either laughter or just incredible sadness. Because it would very much just be like taking the piss. Because it very much right now is taking the piss right now. Because stream has been going on for, yeah, 2 hours, recording is about an hour 50. And still nothing. Like, we have a full-on collection of oval stones in this, right? Enough that we could full-on just create a summoning ritual with them. Or actually just give them to cavemen and they'll make something out of it. But yeah, we are just gonna sell them even if we don't need the money. I don't want them in my possession. Ameno, Amanari, Imperavi, Ameno. I'll just have that at some point of Ameno, Amano, Imperai, Ameno. Because I feel like that would always be an interesting use of the stones. Because selling them is pointless. So just put them in a ritual. And then at least give one to cavemen, if we can find any. Actually, no, we can just send them to that island of people that can't speak English and haven't changed for years yet are somehow still alive. I couldn't tell you what the island is called, but it's the one that you literally can't go to, and anyone that has gone to it have pretty much been killed. It fucking feels like 50 encounters. Or the same level as Magician right now. Oh, I have had times where entire streams are just grinds. This is taken into a whole new level. Yeah, the 1 in 20 is definitely not on my side tonight. I was not expecting it to be this bad. No, because then it would take too long if you saw we only get like 800. Pretty sure we would get more from fucking like the Pokemon in Mount Silver, or even just rebalance trainers again with the lucky egg. If this was Gen 5 and replace, you know, Chansey with Ordino, then it would easily be like the good thing to do, because at least Ordinos are more common and also can be found at higher levels, and you can just set it up so that you can enough always find an Ordino. So at least you have that, and that's Gen 5 only. Yeah, 1,000 no doubt. So I just had to message a friend of mine. Well, imagine how much longer this would take if I get animations on. I know it's likely not much, but it adds up over time. Oh boy. Like, I'm still gonna say Chansey's with Stones is worse because there's that expectation of, oh, they have an iron, but of course it's the one that is like 50% chance to even get, because it ends up being, well, in my eyes, more convention. No, really? 0.5% of no looking in 100 encounters. We're not far. Well, actually, we're kind of far off. Well, I'm pretty sure we're over halfway, which means we can't well, I can't say the thing of, oh, we're halfway there. Oh. I know it's over halfway. Obviously not. The exact number is going to be difficult to track down. But it's still a lot. Collision, the thing said 120. Yeah, I don't know how any of that is possible. Like, I would expect this to happen, you know, in the Safari Zone, when in most cases you're not going to be able to catch a Chansey. So expecting to get a lucky egg from the one you catch, that I would expect the situation, because no doubt the ones that are holding the lucky eggs are the ones that run away. Well, this is a controlled situation, and we aren't fucking getting it. And we're still not fucking getting it. Instead, we're very slowly leveling up to level 59. Oh my god. 31 oval stones now. At least we'd be able to recreate the circles of hell. I don't know how many circles we'd be able to get, because how many stones would we need to create one? And to make it an actual circle. I think 6, I guess. So if anything, we'd be able to get the 5 circles of hell. And that was no item. Oh, God. It's 20 to 10 where I am, and we have nothing. The only thing we can show for it is that we eventually managed to get the Chansey to be a fucking mass outbreak. The only thing I have to show for it, and also the fucking egg. No, not the eggs, the stones. Oh, you bastard. In both ways. Not only you had no item, but you decided to fucking put me to sleep. Yeah, might as well save, because like it's happened before, it could just randomly fuck up for no reason, and I would lose so much of the stones. that making the 6 circles of hell likely is a better situation. Well, it's a better thing to do with my time than trying to actually get an egg. It's this uncommon. Oh god, no, that would be such a pain. Oh god. Don't. I didn't consider that factor. And now that you have, you're gonna make me panic so much. Because usually how these things work is, once someone has said something that you don't want them to say, it fucking happens. Which I guess is a common outline of like, say something and then the opposite thing happens. I guess it's not that. I guess it's being literal. It's just someone not wanting it to happen. Because in this case, I do not want it to happen, but now I have a feeling that like there's a real chance it will happen. Don't you dare try and fucking slap me, you bitch. Especially when it's called double slap and hits you more than twice. Because it's a translation difference. And yet it never got altered to actually either only hit twice, like double hit, or to be renamed so that it would represent being hit more than once. But then you can't just name a move slap. Oh, come on. It's getting ridiculous now. Raise up to 210 special attack. Way. Multiple slap? Oh, multi-slap? Multi-slap could work. Does at least it's more accurate than fucking double slap. I don't know how that never got changed when it does not fit what it actually does. Double hit at least does. I know that was much later, like Gen 4. I swear double slap's like Gen 2. Slap-a-roni. I mean, considering what they've named Pokemon more recently, it wouldn't surprise me if they actually did rename Double Slap to Slap-a-roni. Because considering we have Lechonk, I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Okay, I wonder when we're gonna encounter the 1% chancey, you know, the level 25s. Because we got it once. And I was trying to make sure I wasn't going insane. Oh, come on, you. So, the retro music has not even fucking helped at all. Now I'm just wanting a shiny Chansey, regardless if it has a lucky egg or not. Also, I just realized that considering we take the item regardless, like when it fades, essentially we are just mugging the Chansey. Wait, it's not mugging if they're dead, but it technically is. But what is the term for it? Grave robbing. It's essentially grave robbing. Is what we would be doing. Yes, it may be deserved. But that doesn't mean you should just do it. Oh, looking at 69. Definitely would be fitting. For quite a few reasons. We have another victim. Although I wonder how Alakazam would use the move Thief. Because would he use his spoons to do the taking of the item or not? Or would he just use his psychic powers to be like, mine out? Because, well, actually, it is a physical move. Fucking clip that with the high pitch part if it was actually heard. Because, seriously. Oh, you, come on. No, seriously, I don't care. Wait for it. Okay, we're in the clear. Fucking save it now. Fucking save it now. Fucking save it now. And I want... oh my fucking god. Yeah, definitely gonna have to be... like this part saved as another video just at hyper speed. Because we finally fucking got it. Ah, what? Nah. But at least we fucking have it. And it only took us 2 hours and 8 minutes. Because I'm not counting the starting bit, just the recording wise. And I was actually on the last thief as well of this amount. But at least we fucking got it. I definitely up to 69. It's just a way to round it up. But it sounds nicer than saying it was on 68. Because I don't even know what number 68 is even associated with. Apart from Call of Duty clan tags, when people used to just put 68 plus 1 because they thought that was funny. Okay, I can't just be the only... I can't just look at Alakazam's sprite when it's like that. But then look at it when it's turned around. Why is it back like two back sprites are moving at the same time as up and down, and yet here it's not? That's weird. And also I've noticed, I think that's an ear. Yeah, one of the ears also moving, and yet on this side it's not. It's like you just jumping up and down. That is weird. Is that an oversight? Or what? I genuinely couldn't tell you. And we may have gotten that item, but now I've got to do some checking and get all of the other item, well, type specific items. The first one being the black belt at the Lake of Rage. Because we're wanting to make those focus blasts more powerful. And also I do need to reset the time for the stream. We need to have normality be resolved. Which means it would... Well, we're still gonna have it, but also Snorlax, because it's not like we have anything else. You have to temporarily close it and then sync time, but then turn it off again and move it to tomorrow. Because hopefully it's not gonna well, it's still gonna change the time on here, but hopefully it's not gonna fuck it up so much that I can't get the item anymore. But now I've actually got to look at where the fuck it is. Okay, Lake of Rage, Wednesday. From Wednesday, northwestern corner, especially when the lake is not flooded. Requires cut. Oh wait, no, it's only in GSC you need cut, okay. But it is flooded. Oh great, so is it saying I can't get it? What the fuck? Actually, I can just look it up on YouTube, see where it says it is. Oh, it's okay. I'm in the wrong part. I mean, hopefully it can just say below zone instead of it. Well, that made no sense, but no, it's still flooded. Yeah, there's still that one, but it said we're not flooded, but it's only possible on a Wednesday. So, has it fucked up because I changed the time and now it's always going to rain? If that is the case, then that is just really annoying that it does that. Understandable, but well, it says I set it on my clock for it to be Wednesday, so even though it's not, like, it says on the thing on Wednesdays, like where I'm going now is where you're fucking supposed to go, but only when it's not flooding. But then because of how things are, and why is it dependent on? Oh, rain and lake every day after oh, really? So it's only on Wednesday it doesn't. But I think because I changed it, and so it's now going to be thinking it's a fucking Tuesday or some shit. But really, glad you know, because I was going to end up changing the time regardless. Oh, is that? Oh, okay, yes, we can get it. Yes. Wait, am I still going to require code? No, hang on a minute. Yes! Ha 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 ha! Thank you. So at least the game doesn't just lock off items because you changed the day. Because otherwise, the original games would have been fucked, because in those games, there was a genuine way to actually change day and time. Yeah, he's Aquaman, that's right. Okay, what other ones are we going to be needing? Because we have Black Belt for fire moves. Do we not have Never Melt Ice? Or not? I don't know. May possibly need Magnet? I'm actually gonna have to... Okay, so we have that. Don't have the magnet. So where is that item? Well, it's possibly likely going on like Wild Magnemite. Or only on Route 37 on a Sunday. Okay, no, it's... I'm thinking of Fire and Leaf Green, where it's Magneton 5% of the time. Or literally the route just before Ecritique. I mean, you definitely saw it better than I did. I can't fucking remember. That is Pokemon for you. Finds when you can encounter a Pokemon that has a lower catch rate than another. More commonly, somehow. So, okay, so definitely does say Route 37 from Sonny, but it doesn't say where the fuck he is. It just said, well, I guess wouldn't be difficult to find him. The route is small, but definitely does say Sunday. If not, then I have fucked up. 3.2%, oh my god. That's just how bad luck can easily be. Okay, for good measure, literally just fly here again. To see if it actually does affect it. Because flying to Mahogany definitely... Oh, it's you... Well, it definitely did, because... That's the magnet. And also, time is now fucked up, because the session is now into minus numbers. I'm surprised Twitch doesn't, like, at least one, the internet doesn't say anything about it. Because it's just funny. Okay, what other items are we absolutely going to need? Because the only one I can think of is the one to boost ghost moves on Espeon, and that's it. And like, I can't remember what it's called. Because, oh wait, Shadow Tag or something. Because it's not the Reaper Cloth. I know that. And just to make sure, because I don't think I'm going to be needing any more item specific, well, not type specific items. Well, unless we're going for the Rosenzen's, which we already have, or is it literally, is it Shadow Tag, or is it something else. Oh, it's a fucking ability. Look it up now, because I can't remember it. Oh, it's a spell tag. I was not far off. Where did it say it is? Started on condominiums at night. Okay. Well, it's from 9 right now, so we don't even have to do anything. Still feel like it's worth getting, because I don't know which one is going to be better. Rose Incense, which we already have, which I'm pretty sure those absolutely do grass moves. Yeah. Or the one for ghost moves. It's still worth getting both because we can. And pretty sure none of well. Yeah, none of them are gonna have like well, it's not like well, it's the Twisted Spoon, but considering Magician has the black belt, Pant has Never Melt Ice, Palindrome has Light Clay, 10% has the Magnet, and I can't remember the nickname I fucking gave for us, but I mean, Jesus Christ. But yeah, one's going to be getting the shadow tag. Or the spell tag, but essentially the same thing. So I can't really have anything for Psychic. And also only... oh, fuck. How? I've not had that ever happen like that. Like, right after flying. Fuck me. So yeah, Twisted Spoon may exist, but I don't have anything. Did I already talk to you? Oh no, okay, this one I didn't. It's just called I didn't think to fucking save in between, because how am I going to know it was going to happen right after I decided to set up fly? On Tuesday. But is it worth getting when I already have like item, like type boosted items for non-stab moves? I mean, it may make it so that Psychic is more powerful. Shadow Ball on Espeon. Oh wait, I didn't want that. I mean Shadow Ball, because unless it's not necessary at all, and I'm only getting it because reasons. In Gen 2, one does, so I don't know as to why I'm getting it, apart from why not. Except it doesn't even say where it was. I'm gonna have to actually check. Oh, it's on the roof. Okay, I'll get that after spell tag, cause... Oh, is it that guy? God damn it. Unless, oh no, unless it's this guy, I don't know. No, maybe this guy. We'll have to see. Get that, and then the spoon. Because then we can just change it back to normal day. And then start the grind. By being almost 10 past 10. And luckily my original plan of... I don't know if you can. And there have been times when you think you would be able to. But because the game technically considers you still in a building, it just says no. Wait, did they really change it so that it's that spoon one? The psychic one? Or the first route? I swear in the originals it was the normal one. We'll have to actually check that now. Okay, so I'm lying when I said it was even in the original. Because for some reason, in Gold, Silver and Crystal, you could only get a Twisted Spoon if you traded... Well, if you traded over a Kadabra, specifically a Kadabra from Pokemon Yellow. And it is quite literally the only games that ever have that condition. That's extreme Pokemon logic. The fact that you needed a whole other game and to catch one specific Pokemon to then trade it over to Gen 2 for one item. Just one. Like, how did someone think that was a good idea? But somehow it's a guaranteed thing. Yes, somehow would make sense of as to why they're just even more powerful than usual, but that's the only way to get the Twisted Spoon in Gen 2. The only way. They didn't even make it so that like wild Kadabras or even Abras. Actually, it wouldn't make sense for Abras. Like, they didn't even like properly implement wild Kadabras to also have a chance of having a spoon. They only made it so that it's every single Kadabra from Yellow. And only Kadabras. Although the way it says wild Kadabra, it's not like trying to say you catch a Kadabra immediately and don't do anything with it. Then you can get a sort of Twisted Spoon. Arguably one of the rarest items. Oh, but it's not you, is it? Where is the person then? Is it you? Yes, it is. Actually, off to Mount Silver we go! Now to actually start the grind. Look, it may be I just felt like I needed to go to here first. Actually, I'm pretty sure it may not be, because I may have to just check. Where, yeah, second round. After you obtain the 8 badges of Johto, ability to find them again. But the levels are so fucking high. If you actually look on Cerebi.net, like, Lance has level 72 Salaman Scarchamp and level 75 Dragonite. So I wouldn't say it's faster. So that's 3 pseudo legendaries Lance has, as well as 73 Altaria, 68 Charizard, 68 Gyarados. Yeah, do you really think I can do much against that when my entire team is lower leveled? Pretty sure I didn't say Garchomp. Oh no, I did. Oh god, yep. Somehow. Yes, that's if I can even get that level 72 on a Pokemon that is level 57 and severely slower. Don't think I'm going to be standing that much of a chance. So, yeah, but that's going to be so much fucking grinding now, isn't it? Lucky Egg is just going to make it quicker. So yes, I may have 61 and 59 to be reasonably close, but I've got 2 at 55 and 1 at 57. So I guess one thing I could do, because I can, is just look in my contacts list to see if there's any trainers I can find to at least speed it up a bit. Because I think that at this rate there's at least some. I'm trying to get so that the Espeon is also... There we go. This may take a bit. You're not helpful, Gaben. Out battle again, but fucking where? Like, I hate this system of you have to wait for them to be ready, and it could take a while. The Versus Seeker is so much better, and yet they only made it for 2 games. Gen 1 Remix and Gen 4. Why did they never use it again? Like in Gen 5 it was absolutely needed and they just didn't include it. Oh, we got one. Josh the Bird Keeper. See if we can get a second. Not in like Hoenn Gen 3, because that had Trainer's Eye, which was an updated version of what I'm using now, pretty much. Except in that, once you got it, any trainers that like could be rebattled automatically put their number into it. But it essentially had unlimited rather than Gen 2's version where you could only have like 5. And by that point you would just want the ones that can give you items. But then that's a rare in itself. Oh yeah, that's the only, like, the main instance of a repeatable battle. I did the same. But every other trainer, either you can't rebattle them or you have to wait for them to appear in Trainer's Eye. Which is random. Okay, we got 2. We got Wade. Josh. Pretty sure one said like... Okay, we've got 1 for 14 and 1 for like... 31. Yeah. Because I don't think there's any others in that camp for Gen 3. Because it was just Fire and Leaf Green that had it. But you could get as early as getting to Vermilion City. Well, then again, in Gen 4 you could get it like second gym area? Actually, just after beating the second gym, so you could get it even earlier. What the fuck? You wonder about me, and your mons are so shit. And you have to wait so long for that. Like, at least if these were border frees, I would complain less. But Metapods... Okay, there's a border free. At 29, so it's a bit better. Well, the 1500 XP near enough. That is how much the Lucky Egg benefits us. Because I swear it's like extra 50%. It is. Most definitely. Because we can't just repeatedly fight trainers over and over. And, well, there is a system to rebattle gym leaders, but problem is that you have to do so much convoluted shit just to even get one to appear. And even then it's a one-time thing. Seriously. Because it's like, you have to find them in a specific area on a specific day and time. And that's just to get the phone number. And then you have to find them, well, call them again at a different specific date and time. Well, at least there's a gap for the time. But you have to call them again for them to appear in the fighting dojo. I think you have forgotten that I can't do that because the levels are so much higher. Because we did mention this. As in... Yeah, but then that's just going to severely make it, well, cut down on the money, which I may need at some point. Because I have a lot, but I don't want all of it to disappear. I could, but then regaining back would take way too fucking long. Because it's not like I have a quick, easy way to get the money back. If it takes this fucking forever just to even find one trainer that is wanting to fight. Can I find any others somehow? Okay, that's one. Oh wait, why I call Ethan? Ethan's not gonna fucking fail me. And somehow one knows my location. Potentially. You never know. Oh, shut up. Pretty sure I don't have that many. I don't know how many form cells I even have. I'm not the greatest fan of this system, as I've already said before. Having to call each one to see if they even want to fight. I mean, you say that, but what if some of them have only just... Well, actually, no, working on would be worse, but what if some of them don't get up until the evening? Because some of them could be like that. Come on. Oh, wait. I thought it was going to be a different bill, not the bill I know. I think that... I'm pretty sure you can't. Really doesn't seem like it. Be great if you could. But that'd be too much, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm gonna stop the calls. And now just see how many routes there are that have an exclamation mark on them. Yeah, that made it seem like there was a few. Okay, really? None? Oh, I got one on 43. Yeah, it's just not great, and yet it's still an improved version of what GSC was, which I said earlier. You could only keep like 5 numbers in at a time, and because of how it was, in most cases you just want the numbers from people that can give you items. That's literally the best case scenario. Versus Seeker, the best version of it, and they could have done so much more with it. Because it honestly is the best way to make our trainers, because you don't have to wait for fucking phone calls, just circle around a bit and then like press Y at certain points. Yes, it's 100 steps, but with a fucking bike. Oh. Gen 5, they did nothing? Well, actually, no. The closest... Gen 5, the closest you get to rebattling trainers without it being Elite Four is, like, trainers within stadiums, like, because it's, like, a combination of football, like, English football, I think American football, basketball. Like, you could just go into, like, stadiums of those and rebattle, like, 3 trainers-ish. Gen 6, they did nothing. Auras, they did an improved version of the Trainer Eye, which functions pretty much like the Versus Seeker in the ways of you didn't have to wait for them, and you could actually see on the thing, like, where certain trainers are, if they are or not ready, and also what Pokemon they had, and also how many. So they definitely made it robust, even if it was in a game that was piss easy. So you often didn't even need it. But I can't say much as I've only played through Omega Ruby once. And then Gen 7 they did nothing. And then I'm pretty sure Gen 8 they've also done nothing. And I do not know if anyone has ever interviewed Game Freak at the time, or Pokemon Company, of as to why they included the Versus Seeker just to not use it in later gens. It's really weird, because Gen 5 is a game that needed it, and they had a limited version of it that changed over daily, but wasn't what was necessary. The compromise was just rebattle all Dinos over and over again. Gen 6 arguably didn't need it. Gen 7, in some cases it needed it. By Gen 8, no, because, well, yes and no, because you had automatic XP share, so I guess no. But it's still nice to have, because it's free money. So you can't ever get soft locked. Then again, you could say it makes Nuzlocke too easy to have it be there. Okay, doesn't seem like that anymore, so back to Mount Silver it is. And only half an hour left to go. Okay, somehow it's saying on Twitch stats in OBS that I've only been going for 26 minutes. And also the view count is fucked because it said 865 for ever. I know you can't see it. The fact that it stayed that way, and yet the viewer count changes, the clip count changes, and follower count changes, and yet the views does not. Because is it trying to base it off how many have watched the stream itself or the VOD? Because it's not exactly clear. Okay, I'm pretty sure the mons here are like level 40-ish. Which is weird, you'd think 50 or something? Or is that too much? Because this isn't even Victory Road. It's close to it, because you need 16 badges just to get here. Why not have it so that the mons here are like level 60? Because I swear in like Gen 4, like the extra areas, the mons are like about level 60. Because they know it's post-game. When you've beaten the Elite Four, so you just have, you know, bare mons than this. And I don't have a set pattern for ones to get Dreaming first, apart from Soul is to 64 because I want Psychic eventually. Because no matter how many times I say it, Psychic at level 64 is not fun when other mons can get it like half the fucking level. Yes, getting Confusion at level 15 is nice. Oh, fuck. I'm pretty sure it's 1.5 because I swear it boosts EXP share, well, EXP by 50%. So pretty sure it is 1. Yeah, it does say 150%. Oh god, why is that a system in Gen 5? You can genuinely sell the lucky egg to someone for 200 Poké-Dollars. Yes, you are able to get it guaranteed in Charleston Cave in Black and White or Celestial Town Black and White 2. But why the fuck would you ever sell it? Like, I am genuinely saying only a fucking moron would ever sell off the lucky egg. Trading it between saves? Fine, because that's what I have done. But selling it for only 200? No. If anything, that reminds me of selling games to places like CX where you get like hardly anything for it, and then they will sell it on for like over double the price. Yes, so that they can make a profit. For the fact the gap can be that much. And also, I wouldn't say all of Black and White is entirely. Well, I guess then you're saying fucked. Because yes, it was pretty much a reboot that did sell well. And also, I'm pretty sure it came out same year that the 3DS came out, unless it came out shortly before. And yet somehow I haven't, like, if I consider overall. Otherwise I could say, well, I stopped playing Gen 8 because I did buy the DLC. Oh, Pat Rat? Because if it's Pat Rat, I'm not surprised not many people like Pat Rat. Then again, Warthog is not much better. Well, actually, no, I'm pretty sure Warthog is worse. Oh, Don fan here. Not that it's gonna help in my cause. What? Pretty much everyone does. Because Bidoof is cool. And interesting that I'm pretty sure it's. Well, I mean, I think you can still get in other gens, but it's mostly stuck to Gen 4. And is, but Bieber is arguably the best HM slave you could ever ask for. And also, well, I don't know if it still is, or at the time it had the unique combination of normal and water, which I really do not think it helped either of them. Like, because it gave water a fine weakness and a ghost immunity. But then I guess water helped normal against rock types. Kind of against steel, even though most normal types can have the largest move pool. So arguably it doesn't help. But that's not what B-Bar is even used for. Pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. I haven't seen it in a while. But finally fucking have Psychic! It only took Nintendo 64 levels. And now all of my team has Psychic. It only took so fucking long. It's just Jesus Christ. So I get, yeah, it's likely going to be grind until 11 PM and there, because I need to get in the shower. And I'd rather do it once the stream is over than have done it in between. Because then for when, you know, get to the editing of like putting a Lucky A grinding and like 8 times speed, it's mostly not just gonna be hanging around despite 8 times speed. Which shall be interesting to see how long it will actually be. And we'll have to figure out how to do that in Olive, an editing software I hate. And then also see how long it would take to upload. I can't even get my 8 hours sleep in. I attempt to, but either I go over it or under it, because my body is like that for some reason. But I tell you what, the stream has definitely been, I guess, enjoyable on your end, because you get to hear the pain and hear and see the pain that I'm going through, or did, trying to get one fucking item. Because for some reason they thought, let's just give a rare Pokemon a common item and also a rare one. Because that's totally not frustrating in any way, shape or form. Especially when that common item is essentially fucking useless. It involves one Pokemon and does nothing else. Because it's not like with other evolution stones, where at least they evolve one or more. I don't know, 2 or more. Even though I feel like the stones should really evolve more than they do. Yeah, for cash. But that's only if you're absolutely hunting for it. Which at that point you would rather just see if any Pokemon hold nuggets. Because I'm pretty sure in like some games there is the few games. I mean this one compared to the one from earlier, yeah. Kind of expected it. Seeing as it's very much a combination of I can one-shot pretty much everything that exists. I'm getting extra XP, animations are off, and it's also literally one move that is 100% accurate. And also it's not like well, it's still Gen 4, they're not Sinnoh Gen 4, or even Diamond and Pearl. Because imagine Diamond and Pearl grinding. Because I do not know if you have seen that clip of one close combat to a Chansey and how long it takes for it to be KO'd. Because, oh my Jesus Christ, only in Diamond and Pearl could that ever happen. Like no other game is that long. Oh, you come on. Does this Sneasel? Do these Sneasels not have Dark type moves at all? Because I thought they did. I know they have Icy Wind, but clearly they don't fucking have Dark moves, and I can't hit Focus Blast to save my fucking life. Okay. Yeah, 1200 XP, that's near enough what I was getting for like a level, well actually it's about 300 off what I was getting from a level 29 Butterfree from a trainer. If I had a Versus Seeker, this would be a lot better. Because, oh, money and also XP. Instead, got to suffer. Right, because it's about how great the games are. One of the best features in Pokemon just doesn't exist. And I don't even think there is a way of hacking it in with it working. Yeah, I guess when you factor that in, because without it, it was like roughly 837. So if you add in like the extra 50%, near enough what I'm getting here, but considering that this is faster than trying to hope for a chance every single time. And it's not like it's a level 40. If it was like level 40 or something Chansey, I would absolutely do it. But because it's not, because of this not being Gen 5 where you can have high leveled Ordinos to make it easier for grinding. Yeah, that cool. But is it obtainable? With my odds, no. Unless you count Gen 2 Shiny Rapidash, where it had blue flames, if you've seen that, then you cannot argue. Because I'm pretty sure Shiny Ponyta still has blue flames, and original Shiny Rapidash had blue flames. Because how many shinies in Gen 2 ended up being better than what they became? Well, yeah, became afterwards. Well, if that's somehow from Pokemon Go, I'm not surprised. But otherwise, I don't have one, because I've never tried to hunt for one. And if I was ever going to, I would suffer for it in Gen 2, where the shiny is actually good. They're like Shiny Macargo, where it's a literal bright blue in Gen 2, and then for some reason becomes purple in Gen 3. I do not know why. I will never know why. Apart from the best guess I have is different colours were used. Because if they were able to change Charizard's shiny to be black instead of Barney colours in Gen 2, you'd think, why didn't they do it more often for others? Because it took until Gen 8 to change Combustion's shiny to be noticeable. And yet they haven't tried to done it to fix bad shinies or shinies that look pretty much the same. They have the technology to fucking do it, and yet they can't be bothered. Because surely of how big it is, they have enough money to do so. And also have the capacity to do it in updates. So... they could easily fucking do it, and yet they just haven't. Oh, wow, haha. God, I almost erased a lot of shit. Not that tonight's grind's gonna last that much longer, because it's going to 11. So... oh wait, it's not gonna... just... amendment, it's not going to be Saturday, because... Halloween party on Saturday, so Sunday. Still the same time of like 7:30. But somehow I only remembered afterwards that I will be likely drinking on Saturday. Yeah, Sunday, where you get to see my ugly mug. And I will have to eventually figure out where to even put the face cam. That's gonna be a lot of fun for me to sort out Saturday and Sunday. I mean, to not even just set it up, just set it wherever the face cam's gonna go. And very much goodbye, Howie. See you on Sunday, where you're gonna see the ugly mug that is me. Oh yeah, that's gonna be interesting to sort out tonight. Hopefully I can at least do it. Very interested, and also I definitely will have to put copyright-free music over it. Just figure out what it is. I've got a lot of options. Yeah, it's not like it's only 10 more minutes. Because it's not like I'm gonna go until midnight. This isn't a Sunday stream. Because I guess plan is get team to 64 and at least attempt Elite 4. And yet they have never met me. Well, it could be worse. If you never showed up, then I'm pretty sure they would hate you for that. Because then they're likely thinking, lucky bastard. I mean, it's 10. I can't really say much if 10 minutes is really going to be affected much, because it could. You never know. As I save here, in case it somehow fucks up again, and then just save 8 minutes later. Because luckily I don't have anything tomorrow morning. Even though my body clock will still say, get up at 9 AM, you fuck. Whilst I expect this focus blast to miss. I don't know what to be right, and yet I fucking was. I wish I could add more to this, but it's grinding. Everyone who has played the Pokemon game knows how bad grinding is, unless they've only played Gen 8. Then they do not know the suffering of grinding at all. Because this is how Pokemon games of old were. It's great that they decide to minimize it. Like, they definitely did cut it down in later gens, but then that was at the cost of making it so that you were extremely overpowered pretty much every time. Especially when they made it so that EXP share was permanent, rather than in like 6 and 7 when you could turn it off. Because I guess the only way to really balance it out was to battle as little trainers as possible, but still having the XP share on. You know, in this you can battle as many as possible, but still need to fucking grind. Either for levels or moves. Both ways it's still bad. And then you have the possibilities of one-shotting the shiny, because you get so into one-shotting everything, you forget a shiny's in front of you, and then by the time you realize it's gone. And to my knowledge, that hasn't happened to me, but at least to someone it has. Considering how many people play the game and how many times they've replayed it, at least one person somewhere had been grinding, got so into it that they just killed a shiny off. It does, but then it's also gut-wrenching, because that was a shiny to add to their collection. It could have easily been their first, and it just went down because they got so into the grind that, you know, they fucked themselves over. I mean, luckily for me, I have a Master Ball, so if one was to ever happen, we have a guaranteed. Unless the game fucks up after the catch, then I'm really fucked, and then that shiny never appears again. Because at least the Master Ball in this game works like it's supposed to, not like it did in the anime during Gen 3, where it got swallowed by a wish cache. That genuinely happened, and I don't know why they made that decision, but okay. I mean, I don't if it ends up being a Pokemon that has like self-destruct, and I don't have a Pokemon Damp. Okay, I really am hoping to get Magician to 64 by 11, because then I'll end it. I'm still surprised, despite all the grinds I've done, because I'm pretty sure I've done minimum of one grind in all of my Pokemon runs. Not one shiny. Not one. Mainly do want to actually use a Donphan in a run. And the best hope I have for that is ground. Though I genuinely don't know which generation to do it in, because I can't remember if you can get it in Black 2 and White 2 at all. At some point I would have to fucking check. Because I genuinely did make like PowerPoint things of like each remaining type for Black 2 and White 2 and what teams I would have. And I can't remember what the situation was. Apart from Ice doesn't have a full team. And yeah, I think almost every other type does. But I did notice at least for some of the times there were severe overlaps in typing. Like, I think some, even if they had like dual types, was mostly just the same dual type. Or some were literally just pure that type. And pretty much nothing else. And that is the end of the fucking stream. Yes. Although the latest ice type, I'm pretty sure in the most commonly late ice type is Glaceon. Because in Gen 4, you can only get Glaceon once you reach like just before Snowpoint City, requiring you to have 6 badges. Gen 5, you can't get it. Black 2 and White 2, you can literally only get a Glaceon in post-game. And I'm pretty sure in other... yeah, literally, Gen 7, you can only get it at the fucking Victory Road. Gen 6, I don't even know. Wouldn't surprise me if it's post-game as well. Gen 8 is the only time when you can get Glaceon within the story at a reasonable time, because they decided to make it so that you don't need to go to a special rock. Instead, you need to go and find an ice stone. One of the best decisions they ever fucking made. I mean, you could make it so that you have a Glaceon off the start, but if you were trying to do a legitimate playthrough and have it so that you would eventually get Glaceon, no, you're gonna keep that EV at like level 15, actually no, level 14 for fucking ages. And then by the time you get to use it, you already have other ice types that would do a better job. Even Vaporeon would be a better ice type because water is a better type than ice and also gets Ice Beam. So, yeah, why use Glaceon? You have Vaporeon right there. And also, I'm pretty sure they made Glaceon really bulky instead of fast, even though it's a fucking ice type. They didn't have to do the same thing with Leafeon, except with that they gave it 95 speed instead of like 65. I'm rambling too much. This is my problem. I am needing to end it right here, right now, just so I can get in the fucking shower and also sort out the time lapse. Those are the things I'm going to do before I sleep. So, thank you, Howie, for being here and supporting me. And also, thank you, that one random person on Reddit who sent me to 69 followers. And also my friend Joe, who randomly appeared in the stream. without prompting, just saying, because it just randomly shows up. Yeah, I chose it for a reason. I genuinely thought I wasn't gonna get it like soon because I was on 66 and times it just went downwards. But then randomly I get 2 follows out of nowhere when I was on 66. And then I get 1 tonight because Reddit. So amazing. And seriously, ciao for now.